Hi everybody, good afternoon. I'm doing this serverless. It's a bit confusing. It's not easy from this one, too many things. That's why. So you guys, I put all the commands here because I don't want to forget something. So it's too many things to with house. I'm not usually working with house. This is Amazon cloud. So whenever they give us the access, the first thing, of course, we do house configure. And it will ask you for the day. We need to copy all this information, and then they give us the sorry, the secret access key. Let's try that one. And then they give us region is US dash east dash one. That I don't care about it, so let's do. So after you do that, of course, the first command you will do is check if everything is fine. So we can say, okay, let me check if everything is cool. And then our identity is user is this Shariva, and then we have the account user ID. Of course, things in house you can try is when you check the house S3. Let's check the bucket. Uh, and you see the name red bucket, and then if you do, it's the other command. Jeez, man, took me a headache to even with help with guys from Discord. Now here will tell you permission, not bucket name must match. Invalid bucket name. Oh no, sorry. Now we don't have permission to select the bucket. Of course, the other thing is check. You can check what you can do. No, this one it's not an EC2. You can check what permission you have. You can play with different commands, and most of them they will tell you this on permission. You can check, say, the list of roles. You don't have permission for that, I think. You have. This is very important one. We'll keep it here because we need it later on. So let's see what roles. Let's see, red team role. This one. His service role. Red team lambda role. Lambda. So we are not this, so we can't really use it now. We'll see this one later on. This is very important, this part. What else we have? This dev role too is really, we'll use it later on. When we switch in that dev role and this red team lambda rule, this one. So these two to be used later on. Assume a role policy document. This is the role policy of assumption, because if you look, for example, here, assume role policy. To assume to the rule of a red team dev, you need to be this user, which we are not. So it means this privilege escalation later on will be done. Leave this open so we can use it later on. I don't want to just leave it open, so let's open another one. Things we can try is also, if because this is our user we got, if you remember from the first one, this user, that's our user. So if we try, for example, to attach policy, for example, to this account, there is no attached policy to that. Let's see if there is list user policies. Most don't have permission for these things. So we know we can read also know the group list, the group, for example. Yeah, so we are in red team map, so we can check now any attached policy to this group. Nothing there, so let's try if there is the first one is a group policy, this one attached policies. We have something now, we call it red team policy, so we can check that policy. Need to remember all of this. I think I'm not really in house, maybe I need to start learning it. Okay, red team policy, what exactly? Version 14, we know the version, and then we can check more detail about it, because we need this number, the version 14, to add it to the command. And now you have all this list of whatever you can do here. I can't lie to you guys to understand Formkin, but I forgot which one. I gave it to ChatGPT to explain to me this one. You can read the file inside the packet. Remember, we've been able to run that house s3 ls, so we can house s3 ls, so we can read inside the red this bucket if we know the name of the file or something. Now here's the interesting part. Let's open again once so we can know we don't lose thoughts here. Is another thing I want to show you. You know this URL, because now you know the name of the bucket. If you know us, remember we know the name of the bucket and we know the region. The region we know it's US-1, so you can go straight to the bucket and access it through the web. For example, you can see the bucket name S3 website -US1 Amazon. Usually this is the default. If you do, you find this Venom leak. Here is a list of the companies with compromised information is for say crypto. Of course, if you go, you can see full user information, and it's a contact this one, view page source if there is something special about it, some CSS, nothing, and then you said contact the guys, the names of the guys. So basically there's not for sure for a credit card database or something. So for now we have something. So one thing you can do is you say, oh, I mean, TryHackMe, so why not? I can just do what we always do. Usually house people don't do this, but let's us play around. There's one thing we can you can find now. There is an admin. You can an admin endpoint. So if I say, okay, so what's inside that admin endpoint? And you can see it's a dead end. Save internal error, but at least there is an admin point and we know there is a file on it. You can keep doing this. For example, if I say -x, if there is an HTML file or something, and you go to that endpoint we just got now, call it admin, you know there's an HTML file there. Now we said we said we can because remember we can read from this permission, this whole line of permission that we have here. In theory we can s3 ls bucket. Remember when we did this the other one ls s3 the bucket name team app dash bucket, you see it tells permission denied because we don't know what we're trying to get, you know. In theory now if we say I don't think this one worked, but let me test index.html error. No, you don't call it like that, because if you know something, you can read it, but not with this, not like that. The line to use. What is the command? So we got the policy. We know something. This is how to use it. We can copy that file. We found it now. We know that file exists. So if I copy that file and said copy to here. Sorry, aus s3 copy. So if I go to see that index file, you see what it said. This page is not available anymore for security reason. And then it said flag 1. You can see here it said flag 1. There used to be a flag here. So now what exactly that mean? It mean if we can get a version, older version of this index, or the new version, whatever version, we might able to get it. Now the versioning, to get versioning with aus, you use this one. So this is the command that aus use when you talk about versioning. List object version for the bucket, whole bucket, for example. So let's see, for example, I want the whole bucket versioning of it. So you can click there, you find all the versioning. Yeah, so if you go know what's the name, look for the key. This is a key index HTML. Remember, we're more interested in the admin one. This is index HTML, index HTML, image DTM PNG. That's another image, another image. That's not the font. Key CSS, another CSS, another CSS, another admin. But size is 64, is a bit small. Small change 64. But this one look big, interesting. So you can go to admin there, 1524. But this one is big, so you can your biggest jump, you can get this one, and you can use, that's how you call it, through the version ID. So the fill command, you put the version ID there, and then you call what you want to get. I want to get this, so we can use this command to get. Now that's not you, clear. So we can now get the old version. So if I go to version now, he downloaded it and we called it in index old HTML. So if I go index dash old HTML, now suddenly something different happening. So now we got, I'm following this. First of all, you get this. So the endpoint of admin.html, there is an endpoint, is a function called fetch URL that call this endpoint. Look what the name of the endpoint we have. It method is post, and we don't know what to do. So but we know there is something here. We can't access, remember, the endpoint because it tells us server error when we try to do admin. So we don't know. So this page we can't access directly, at least for now. So but we know there is endpoint. This is very important now. Now if you scroll down, you will see the flag. Remember, we got vim index. I'm not showing the flag, guys, because you're not allowed to show it. You see, when you scroll down, this, it said the flag is here. So if you scroll down, you will see the flag. The flag is in this file. So flag 1 is this. This is flag 1. So you can get flag 1 inside this file. Scroll down and get your flag. Now we don't need that one. So we go to flag 1. So what's our next mission? Next mission, now we need to treat this point. What is this point? Because if you try, let's be lazy people. Syntax error, JSON pass unexpected character on line 1. No, because it's inspect. Yeah, sometimes you get lazy. Try to play the things like that. Network 505 edit and resend because it's a post request. What happens if I send post? Syntax error, sync the bed gateway or something. Let's not play now. I get a bit tired to play. The next thing is to use curl to call it. Now, um, what website we have we can test? Let's do lazy way again. We like to be lazy as. Let's open another file here. Let's run our pipe because now we are not a local, so we can't really. We need to be careful here. 3.9 minus m HTTP server. Now how the app, because it's in the cloud, we need an external IP. Luckily, TryHackMe give us that. If you go there, reveal IP, so it's a 3255. So let's do. Now before we do that, I don't want to jump the steps, but let's take that one quickly. Let's go to there. The IP, external IP is 3255, so let me change that because I need the public the IP 32 what 3255.159.255.159 dot 142 142. Let's before we do that one, let's not jump steps here. Let's go test.txt and let's call the test.txt. Let's call it I am here. So now in theory, remember I'm using the public, this is a local machine, I'm using the external IP address for the machine. So remember we're doing this because vim old index, the index old, we have this endpoint that we can call through post. So we're using curl to send the URL to it. I'm using JSK to look nice. Now the question is, what will happen if I send that? It returns the name of the file, and if I go to my computer, I can see it called the test and the file. So basically, this function it take the URL, we send it to URL, and you just display it. And if you do different CTF, you know it's possibly of command injection. So can we include something there to include some variable or something, you know? So because if it calling and there is f open whatever inside that PHP of it, so in Linux when you in a shell you usually do the dollar. So if I say who am I, for example, because remember it will execute this and then send it to us through curl. Now it doesn't matter this error because let's see what we got there. It sent the user. You can see we got the user now. So nice, we got the user. So now this is fine because the file doesn't exist. Don't worry about it. So if I go now and I say who am I? If I say ls, as my LA. Now we got. I'm getting my own index file, so somehow it's not sending it. It's not able to send. And if you do also more CTF, the possibility reason here is the output. It's like ls will do different lines, so we need to be smart about it. So we can do usually when you extract things, always try base 64 in case. So if I do base 64, we lost again. Why my base 64 is not working? Let's make it without spaces. I think we need to remove spaces. Okay, the spaces are not good. We need to. What's that? The space things finicky. Now we got this. Let's see what we got. How you encode the space? Oh, forgot about it. That zoom in. Now we'll do now lazy way. There's always a lazy way to solve things. And we are expert in 64 minus d. Now we got the flag. That's the flag, so you can just use that flag. Now, why my spacing doesn't work? Where is that cyber chef? I forgot the 20 something. So if I say, how you encode the URL? If I said http test.com and I say ls minus la, what's the URL encode? It is joking. How come I forgot this? URL encode. They put a 20, I think. URL encode. Oh, the 20. Okay, 20 is the space. Okay, nice, nice. So if I go, let's see if 20 will work for me. If I put 20 there, I don't think it will work 20 inside the... How is the space in Linux shell? I don't think it will work. In theory it will not work. This one we can just remove it because it's next to the bar. No, it didn't work. Yeah, it didn't. How the hell I need to pass the space? It's not URL encoding, it's how do you do that Linux spacing? Bracket like that. Nope. Damn it. Guys, how you do Linux spacing? Invalid numeric characters. What? Invalid because I just switched them. Invalid numeric literate at line 1. How? I forgot to... But we're not really interested too much about it. Hold on a minute. Why I'm doing this? There's another function we can use. We can use something else. I don't know, but at least we know where we are. So, for example, I can say, where am I? For example, yeah, this one should work. I mean var task. Now there is another because it's a command injection. We can use another one. We can just call the file function. Here what we're using the URL HTTP, but we can switch to test another one. Let's go back to the file. For example, etc pass wd, because it call URL, you can trick it to call files. File etc pass. Let's see if it what we got. And we can see this root, there is that. So now, if you want the flag, you can just do. Because we know the where is it? We know it is var task, so you can just say you put var task and flag 2.txt, and you get it. So so it's fine. You can do this, guys, and you get the flag, so you can do it. Oh, and I'm going back to my my suspicious. So if I say how we do space in shell, if I say head minus c7 flag 2.txt, no, it doesn't work. Let's ask our friend. Space in names shell Linux. Shell scripting and the command. Not you. I think it's a bracket forward bracket or something. I hate when make a lot of this is all this why Google is dying. People need to write too many. No, I don't want to do the bracket like that. Oh, these ones. Backward. Backward space. Yeah, I was right little bit for. So let's see if. But we did the backward. Why it didn't work for us? No, but backward work in file names, not here. Here it will trigger an error. Invalid numerical literature at light 1. He doesn't like that bracket. Let me do a nice a little trick. Echo uh, no, I want it like a text. I want to think about it. Echo it also has too much. Sorry guys, I want to test something. Pipe it to base 64. Okay. No, we just we train our luck now. To be honest, it's not like echo. I'm not sure we can do it. We do it if it didn't work. We just move on, guys. I'm just base 64 minus d. I know we end up in minus d again. Sorry guys, I thought we can do it, but any case, so the best way is just use just file var task flag 2 and you get your flag. Okay, so now no interesting one is where there's another interesting file we can check is the proc file. When you're doing with these house things or Linux system, there's an interesting file that we can see. The name is proc self in the environmental variable environ variables. So we got these funny things. I didn't know how to clean it, but if you look very carefully, you say region US1 lambda task. You can see also we know here it's var task. So if it didn't work, so you can know the directory here. So and then interesting, if you look carefully, you can see house access key ID. So now we got something new here we can use. So let's recalculate and do our new keys. We got these new keys, let's use them. Leave that one there, let's go back there. So let's use our these keys. uh, what I got now? Export, let's put that. Aus access key ID, let's look for it here. Where is it? Aus, no, not that one. This is aus session token. Aus access key ID, let's copy this one. Be careful you stop and have /u, so you can put that one there. Then if we took the next one, aus secret access, this is access key. No, secret access is this one. No, this is whole of it. So if we put that one there, and then we need the session key. And if we go to the session is long gone. Session key is this one, equal this to this. You remember you stop /u or backward u. So if we put that one there, and we got. So to verify that everything is fine, so let's do the call ID, and now you can see we are someone else. Now if you remember the first one we did, we've been this user. So now we are red. If you remember the user, that one, now you are red team app dash lambda. So we are a new person now. Now what you can do, we got that, so we are a new person. Now the assume rule a story. If you remember when we talk about the rules, where is the rules that we found last time? No, not these ones. This one, there is assume rule or something. Assume rule, and then where is it? No, I can't see it. These red things. You see what we are now. For us to assume this user, we need to be this one. You can see this. This is my best of understanding of this. To assume this rule, you know, this one. Then you can see now what we are. We are in this Lambda ZX1 red team Lambda. So now we can assume rules, another rule. And to do that in house, the next step is assume the rule, so we can switch to new rule. And then you get a new set of keys. Yay! Now we can. I think we can. I'm not sure if there is a faster way to do it, but let's just copy and paste for now. Key ID. Now we got that. And then you have that one. Oops, not that one. And then we get the session key that we got because assuming rule from that from 5.1, and now we copy all of this. If all is good, now let's see what we have now. Now we got the new things, the dev rule now. Dev rule, remember when we did that HTML, it said lead DB administrator. So now your next task is to see what one famous database. You can try a couple of them, but the famous one is one and known is the dynamodb database for house. Now, because we'll go in that one, we can just this dynamo describe endpoint, for example, to see if we can access to it, and we can have anything. Address dynamodb US, so we can have access to it. Now let's list the table. Now we have a table called the read map table, and if you run this command you get flag 3. So what happened? Okay guys, I'm not showing the flag, but if you run below command you get flag 3. So if you run this you get flag 3. I'm not running it. Basically scan table redteamapp and you get your flag, and that's it. I think that is the last step. So a conclusion for this is basically also you need to understand the policies, what they mean for you. So you need to know what each one switching role or something, what right you have, what you can do. As we did in this is the one we got the flag 1, then in and then we can use this endpoint to, yeah, you can set up your Python server. You can get things you can use, because it's command injection, which is basically you can use either file to get the file names or just call straight to command, yeah, something like that. This is my best explanation, guys. Sorry, I'm not in house usually, so maybe I will learn it in the future, but I hope this one can help someone. Yeah, thank you very much and have a good day.